Good morning, y'all. Um, we're in Exodus 1. All right, here we go. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt, every man and his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceedingly mighty. And the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are mightier than we. The children of Israel are more and mightier than we. The children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there faileth, that, that, that when there falleth out any war, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. Now, I just had an image, y'all. A parallel. Okay. What they thought was going to afflict them really just turned them up. And that's a classic to me, a picture of, not a classic, but that's a picture of what happens in the world. We get beat down with sin. We get beat down, the world is on us, addictions. The devil's on us, tempting us, the world, all this stuff. But guess what? It doesn't work that way. We're supposed to overcome that stuff and pull out, for lack of better words. I say that because Egypt pulled out. So what they thought was going to be hurtful to them actually it just turns them up. So, and yeah, that's what I get out of that. oh, let's beat these people down. No, it made them stronger. Don't quote me on that. It's just something I'm seeing right here. And we do have a microphone now. We're mic'd up. I'm kind of excited about that. See how that works out. Maybe it's more clear. Now I can just work on my verbiage. Um, they set up over them taskmasters. Taskmasters. I just got a tooth pulled. Maybe that's messing with my pronunciation. It's like my tongue's usually going over there, but there's nothing there, so it's taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. Okay. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And I just said that. I mean, I knew that already. I'm just saying. No, I drew the parallel of the world and how everything we think is so bad on us is really just supposed to be hatching us into what we're supposed to be. So this is not a long chapter. We might actually have time to get a psalm in or a proverb. I've come to the conclusion, y'all, that I can't watch reels. You know, on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, you just sliding through. Dude, I'll be there for hours and not even know it. I mean, you know you're on your stuff that you like because you done followed these channels. And guess what? Next thing you know, you just down a rabbit hole. You went to this channel. I mean, everything just keep popping up. It's just ultimately entertaining because it's your stuff and you like it. I'm gonna just have to stop watching reels. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's one thing if you're sitting in a dentist's office waiting or something. But just to be sitting at home doing that, no, it's not gonna work. You know, if there's got to be certain time allotted for reels. You can't just be out there watching reels. Because boy, you'll be reeling. You'll be reeling. You know, I guess that's why they call them reels. Shorts, reels, whatever it is. There's got to be a stopping point for this. I know. I'll sit there and literally really have no didn't plan. I mean, it's okay to just be playing on your phone, but dude, here I am 2-3 hours later, still watching and not wanting to stop. I mean, I'm just gonna have to stop. It's ridiculous. I have other stuff I like to watch, educational stuff. I don't have a lot. I need time. I need to have this stuff. Anyway, now 14, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field, all their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. Well, of course they're going to get stronger. You're giving them the hardest work. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, 16, where ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew, no, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. Okay, verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? There's something going on here. Something more than what it's saying. Sounds like the devil talking to God. Why do you love them? Why are you doing this? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Let's check up here on that, because ere, they talking about everybody. Ere. Literally, it's E-R-E. That's the word. I know. I want to say it's before. The midwife said to Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife comes to them. I know I'm a scholar. Y'all chill. And the midwives. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered. Excuse me, y'all. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, 20. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives. Therefore God dealt well. I want to say dwelt. You might as well say, to dealt well, it might as well be dwelling. I mean, it's dealt well. Dwelt. I think I just made a word. Dwelt. And let's try that again. Verse 20. Therefore God dealt well. It's got to be this tooth, y'all. Therefore God dealt well, not to be confused with Delk Road. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. Gotta have some random stuff for y'all every now and then. That's what's different about this channel. You never know what we're gonna throw out there. That's what we do. We throw stuff out there, keep you on your toes. On Delk Road. See if you're dwelling well. I doubt it. Did you get dealt well on Delk Road? I didn't. All right, now let's try that again. That was just fun saying that. Therefore, God dealt well. I like the sound of that. Dealt well. Have y'all ever heard that before? I haven't. I like it. To be. Therefore, God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied. I hope the mic's picking that up good. We're gonna do that one more time, just to soak it in. Therefore, God dealt well. That wasn't that good that time. All right. With the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. Hopefully, they're not waxing as bad as my sinuses right now. The mic's picking up all the wrong stuff tonight. I had a feeling this mic isn't going to be real clear. We might even be better off with just the phone. But we're officially a real studio. Welcome to the Walter Murray Show. Preach facts. We're almost through with this chapter. Let's see. Okay. Now, there's something going on here with this midwife thing. It's almost like there's something there. I'm telling you, there's something there. It's something parallel. And y'all know how I am. There doesn't necessarily have to be a parallel, but I just like to speak on ones that could be. There's something going. There's some type of imagery right here with the king and the midwives and the Israelites. It's something there that's more than what it's saying, but I can't really speak on it right now. It's definitely a Christ picture or a angel picture or something like that. Or it's like 2 in the morning, y'all. I took a nap earlier, woke up. But if I don't do it now, it's gonna be like the afternoon before I do it. I'd rather just do it now. Plus, I was excited about the mic. Anyway, is this about me or the Bible? Really, this is getting ridiculous. I'll bring my. All right, here we go. And it came. I don't know if this is a journal channel or what. It's working, whatever it is. All right, enough of that. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. Okay. Where'd that come from? That was out of the blue. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God. Midwives. I knew there was something there. Guys, we're kind of like spiritual midwives. And take it as you want it, but we're cultivating stuff. We're picked a bad day to use the mic, I guess. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And that was that. That's the end of that. I mean, that's the end of that sentence. Well, okay. Interesting. It's almost like a heavenly picture, you know. You know, we fear God, so we're supposed to fear God, and then we get our houses up there. If I sniffle one more time, I'm shutting down this video. The mic is not supposed to be picking up all that. Does it have filter control on that? Mic check 1 2. It took me 3 months to decide to get a mic. I'll probably end up getting a nicer one. Some Claritin too. And it came to pass. Okay. 22. You see, I'm slow rolling this because there's only one more verse, but we can do other stuff. Okay. And it came, and Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive. Who said they didn't care about women's rights? No, that was wrong. I'm sorry. That was just wrong. Please, y'all, forgive me. That was dead wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I apologize. That was the end of my career right there. They said kill all the men, but let the women live. I'm just saying, man. Like, hello. That was wrong. I apologize, y'all. I knew I shouldn't have come out here tonight. That was terrible. I just lost a lot of followers. If anybody ever watched the video this long, they're gone now. All 5 of y'all. That wasn't right. I might have to just no. All right. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, "Every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive." Now, all right. Let's go to the footnotes because that's it. All right. So let's check that out. Sorry, I want to apologize again about that. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. Oh my gosh. All right. Bear with me as I read the footnotes, y'all. Okay, so we're getting ready for the preservation of Moses because he said cast them into the river. Let's see. Let's see. Because Pharaoh said cast all of them into the river, the sons. So this is preparing us for the preservation of Moses. Okay. We're doing good. Without all the other stuff I'm putting on there, stupid stuff. Um, and it's mentioning that God's intimate knowledge of their suffering is coming up. But the sons of Jacob become the people of Israel. Mm-hmm. So what we have here is a transition, y'all, from Genesis to Exodus. We just finished Genesis, of course. We're not off to a good start. Um, and the death of that generation, and it's their descendants. So pretty much at this point, it's none of the people that were there initially. Now it's all of it's the next generation. and the central theme of this book is about God fulfilling His promise. And when He changed His name to Israel, it was really about what He was going to become with his his seed. You know. So when He named him that, it wasn't just a name for him. It was actually intended because of what he was becoming. And it's something to note. You might say, well, duh. No, it's not duh. When he named him that time, it was just him. It was him. So it's important to note that God is seeing future stuff there. He's not seeing it, I mean, but he's seeing it, but there's more to it. Um, and when they list the names, well, okay. So, like I said earlier, we're noticing that it's because of this harsh situation that hatches Moses. So, it's just another example of how bad things God is working. God is working. the so it's already been spoken of. Well, let me just read what I think is good. Um, Now, keep in mind, y'all, as we're preparing for Exodus, the Israelites, they didn't really have a lot of knowledge about God at this point, um, because they don't have Moses yet. They don't have, I mean, they have stuff. I mean, they see religion around and stuff like that, but they're not intimate like they're gonna be. So, no, I mean, just don't quote me on that. But I'm just throwing something out there that we're gonna be growing there. They're gonna be growing, going through the Red Sea and stuff like that. And when Moses comes along, they're like, "Oh, how do you know?" When he says stuff, they're like, "No, we don't know." They kind of doubted him and stuff like that. I think it mentions that there's going to be 10 plagues or more. I think it's going to be at least 10 plagues that come. It's basically saying that God, through the midwives, preserved the Israelites, because if it was up to without God, they would have surely been messed up with throwing the babies into the killing the killing the males. And Pharaoh's own daughter ends up being she ends up helping preserve Moses. And okay, so that's it for the footnotes. So we have done a grand opening into Exodus, and we have covered all bases. Bases. I don't know if that's a word. That covered all bases. All bases. Um. So just looking forward a little bit. We got the birth of Moses in chapter 2. We got Moses flees to Midian. Okay. The burning bush coming up in 3. Moses given powerful signs. Okay, I'll preach. Moses returns to Egypt in 3 still. No, that's 4. Okay, and I'm just doing a little look forward so we can prepare ourselves. Making bricks without straw in 5. And 6, God promises deliverance. The genealogy of Moses and Aaron. In 7, Moses and Aaron before Pharaoh. The first plague, water turned to blood in 7. The second plague in 8, frogs. Preach. I saw a frog today at work. I see him quite often. Little baby frog. The third plague, gnats. I had a dream with a snake in it just a while ago. It's kind of when I woke up, and I'm kind of up, so that kind of bothered me. It was in my room. I don't know what that means, but could mean something. I'll be on high alert for that, whatever that is. Third plague, gnats. The fourth plague, flies. Well, what was the first plague? Let's see. The second plague, frogs. First plague was... Okay. The first plague was water turned to blood. Second plague, frogs. Third plague, gnats. Fourth plague, flies. Fifth plague, livestock die in 9. The sixth plague was boils. The seventh plague was hail. And in 10, you got locusts. That's the 8th plague in 10. And in 10, you also have the 9th plague of darkness. Ooh. And the final plague, threatened. And then there's the Passover. No, the final plague was threatened. I mean, that's not the plague. The plague is, the Passover. But it says final plague threatened. The Passover in 12. The 10th plague, the death of the firstborn. Then there's the Exodus. Institution of the Passover. And consecration of the firstborn in 13. The Feast of Unleavened Bread. pillars of cloud and of fire. "14, crossing the Red Sea." We're gonna read all this, guys. I'm just 15, the Song of Moses. Bitter water made sweet. 16, bread from heaven. 17, water from the rock. Israel defeats Amalek. Jethro's advice. 18. 19, Israel at Mount Sinai. I'm getting kind of out there, y'all. The Ten Commandments in 20. Bueller, are you there? Bueller. This isn't our best video, y'all. Really, it's not. Something told me not to make it today, but I mean tonight. I usually wait till the next day, but I did go to sleep and woke up. So it's like 2 in the morning. I only slept like an hour and something. Got a busy day tomorrow, so I got to pick up my son at 6:00 a.m. and work on a bunch of equipment first. Mic check. Laws about altars. 20, laws about slaves. Ouch. Laws about restitution. Uh-oh. Laws about social justice. Laws about Sabbath and festivals. Conquest of Canaan promised. 23. We got our work cut out for us. The covenant confirmed. 24. 25. Contributions to the sanctuary. Wow, we're just loaded down here. I don't know. We're gonna have to just stop right there with that because it just goes on and on. But Exodus is just loaded. I'm looking forward to it. It took us like 3+ months to do Genesis. So that's that, guys. We did that. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. We're on YouTube at Preach Facts. We're on TikTok at Preach Facts 7. This doesn't always have to be exciting. We're just plugging along. We did we did Exodus 1 today. And that's it. It's a good foundation. We did Exodus 1. We got a general outlook on Exodus, where we're going. And we did Genesis. I'm glad we didn't go into a detailed overview on Genesis because there's just no way to do that justice. We pointed out some good facts on that, but we're in Exodus 1, we're plugging along. Okay, I'll shut up. I just feel like we're in a good place with that. We ain't in no hurry. Hopefully God will come back and take us out before this is over with. I mean, not really, but he can't say we weren't trying. But we're committed. Okay, happy new mic, y'all. We got audio going. So I'm officially not going to shut up. I'm here. Encore, encore. Oh. I'll keep my day job. This is no Conan O'Brien. Can be. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. See you later.